everybody, welcome back to my channel. I'm sitting out here on the porch with my two sweeties. This is Paisley, that is just full of kisses. And this is my Lily Bell that loves her mama. Oh my goodness. But anyway, look at the camera. Can you look at the camera? Huh? Look right here. Tell those people, say, hi. Look at them, see? Say hi, everybody. Anyway, I just wanted to share with you all some news that I have. I haven't said anything before now because I didn't really know anything, but before I had COVID, I discovered a lump in my breast. And so I went to the doctor, my physician, with it. I called and they got me in immediately. And so then he referred me to have a mammogram and an ultrasound done, which took a little while before they could get me in at the hospital in Brunswick to do that. But they did that a week ago today. And so then the radiologist, when she read my report, she said I had 2 lumps, not 1, and that they were dense and I needed to have a biopsy done. And so they sent me to the surgeon of my choice. I asked for this particular doctor in Brunswick, and he actually had a cancellation the following Monday. So I went into his office a week ago today, and well, let's see. No, I'm sorry. I'm backwards on that. I had the ultrasound and all that done on Monday. He had a cancellation in his office on Wednesday. Let me think about this. I'm getting all confused when I went. Yeah, that's right. I had the ultrasound and the mammogram done on Monday, a week ago today. And then 2 days later, they got me in to see him to have a biopsy done. He had a cancellation, that's right. And I went in this past Wednesday and had the biopsy done. But he told me when he walked in, and he spoke to me first, asked me how I was, and then immediately he told me, he said, they have you labeled as highly suspicious. Well, I haven't been upset about this. I've really been at peace about it. I've prayed about it, and I've asked God to just give me grace to accept whatever. Of course, I prayed and said, if it can be your will, Lord, please let it be benign. But if it's not, then I just pray for your grace and strength to get me through whatever is facing me. And so he did the biopsy on Wednesday, and then they set me up for an appointment to go back in today for my test results, which today is Monday, the 14th of March. And when I got there, I had my best friend with me, and my sister met me there. And so when we got to the waiting room, there was no one in the waiting room. My appointment was at 1:30. We got there about 20 after. And the nurse came to the door and called me back. And when I got to her at the door, she said, do you want your family to come back with you? And I looked at her, I said, well, I don't know. Do I need my family to come back with me? And she said, yes, you do. So I knew at that point it was not a good report. And so I called my sister to come, and then the nurse, Susan, my friend, spoke up and said, I'm just her friend. And she said, well, it's fine for you to come too. you know, if she wants you to come. I said, yeah, I would like for her to come back there. So me and Susan and my sister Jairus all went into the examining room. And when the doctor came in, he told me that what I have is called, if I can remember this, invasive something carcinoma. But he told me, he said, you know, to have breast cancer, this would be the best form that you could have. And one lump is 6 centimeters and one is 5 centimeters. And he said they're about the size of your little pinky. And I told him, I said, it's so weird because I was the one that discovered the lump in my breast. And I told him, I said, when I discovered that, it felt like it was as big as the first joint of my thumb. And he said, well, now the ultrasound does not give true measurements. It may be bigger than what it's reading it as. But anyway, he told me that he wanted to explain everything that could be done, all the different options. He said, you know, they have lumpectomies. They have partial mastectomies. They have full mastectomies. Some women want both breasts removed. And he said, wanted to know about our family history. And of course, we have no breast cancer in our family. My grandmother, one of my mother's mother, my maternal grandmother, she had kidney cancer, but no breast cancer that we're aware of anywhere in our family. But, you know, there's always a first, isn't there? So I guess I'm the first one. But anyhow, I'm good with this. I was really nervous after the nurse said, yes, you want your family with you. I thought, oh my gosh. And so when she took my vitals, I told her, I said, my blood pressure is probably going to be through the roof. And she said, I expect it to be. Well, it turned out I could feel my heart it was just pounding, just flying. And I thought, oh gosh. But anyway, my blood pressure was great. It was like 127/80, but my pulse was 105. But once the doctor came in and he talked with me about what type I actually had, I just calmed right down. And I know that was the Lord too, giving me peace about it. But the doctor told me, he said, I think this doesn't come as a surprise to you. And I said, it doesn't. It doesn't at all. And so the doctor doesn't know it yet. I go to my regular physician tomorrow for my annual physical. And I'm going to talk with him to see if he will refer me to a hospital in Jacksonville, Florida, that's about 70 miles from here. MD Anderson, they do nothing but cancer. And a classmate of mine, which was a friend of mine for years while we were in school, she's had breast cancer and she went to MD Anderson. She had had a lumpectomy and they did not get clear margins on her, and she had asked to have a mastectomy because she did have a lot of breast cancer history in her family. But the doctor didn't want to do it. It was a doctor in Brunswick. And when she got the report back and there were three sides that didn't have a clear margin, she said she was very, very upset. And so she called MD Anderson herself, and they saw her right away within the week. And she just spoke very highly of that hospital. So, I don't know what kind of, I don't know what I'm going to be facing with it. I don't feel like it's going to be anything horrendous. The doctor told me that they will remove some of my lymph nodes, you know, to check that. And of course, that will determine after surgery, because I will have to have surgery, some form, but the lymph node condition will determine whether or not I have to have other treatment. So I am sharing this with you because I covet your prayers. I know that God is able, and I don't know what His plan is for my life. And you know, I'm okay. I'm okay with all of that. What can I say? I mean, it's not like I have a choice but to accept what's going on. And I trust in the Lord because I know that He says that He's going to do whatever is best for those, His children, and I am one of His children. I would like to tell you too, I want to give you an update on my friends that I have asked you to be praying for. First of all, Daryl Dixon, that has been now on a vent about a month. They had to do a tracheotomy on him. And his wife texted me Friday and said he had had a significant stroke on the left frontal side of his brain. They were reducing his vent down. I think it had been reduced down to 45 or 42%. And his OT was holding okay. His major organs were doing okay according to test. She said he had a lot of fight in him still, and she was praying, you know, that he still was going to recover. I'm really worried about him. But I still would love if you all would pray for him. And then this morning, my friend Gloria called me about her brother, that is my friend, Kenny Popwell. He's the guy that had the heart transplant. And she told me that he has now been put on the vent. He's in the hospital in Brunswick. And of course, Gloria was very distressed. She and Kenny are very, very close. And I think Kenny has... I think he has accepted that. I think he thinks the Lord's going to take him. His body is tired, and so he had told her that he wanted her to know that he was going to be okay. And of course, my heart just breaks for her. It breaks for that whole family. And then I also have Kenny Popwell. That's his name. So pray for him, pray for his family. And also, I have another friend, a girl that I've done her hair for years. Her name's Janice Mercer. And she's a young woman that is raising 2 grandchildren. She works very hard. She and her husband are not together. So she is supporting her grandchildren totally. She doesn't get any monetary help at all because she makes a little bit too much money to get any help. And Janice developed COVID, and she overcame COVID, and then they said that she developed COVID pneumonia. And then on top of all of that, she developed blood clots in both of her legs and both of her lungs. Well, she is home out of the hospital, but she's on oxygen, and she's been given restrictions by the doctor. She's not to work for a month. She's to be on oxygen and rest. So please lift her up in prayer also. Janice Mercer. And that's about it. That's enough, isn't it? Oh, and by the way, I bought a new mic, and the video that I just uploaded this morning, which is canning vegetable soup, you can tell in it's real staticky. That was the new mic. My old mic had just absolutely quit. It would not record. And so there was no sound when I would run it. So I was kind of messing around this morning. I had done another video, which I can't post because it is too staticky to post. And so I said, Lord, please, Lord, I don't know what to do. So I thought, I'm going to try my old mic one more time. I have 2 transmitters with my first mic I had. And so I checked one of the transmitters, and it had 1 bar on the battery life. And it wouldn't work. And so then I tried it on my other transmitter that was fully charged, and voila, I had sound. I tell y'all, I think I'm losing my mind. But anyway, that's what's recording me right now is my original mic. I sent the other one when I went to the doctor today. I dropped it off at Michael's craft store to ship back to Amazon. So anyhow, the Lord smiled on me with that one. But I just wanted to share this with you because I do, if you are praying people, and I know that a lot of you are, I just ask you to pray. Just pray that God gives me strength. Just the strength and the grace to face what I've got lying ahead for me. But I'm good with it. And I just wanted to let you know. And when I know more, I'll let you know about it. Thank you so much. Thank you for supporting me. Thank you for being a part of my channel. It's been a lot of fun, and I am hoping to get a lot more videos pumped out, but I don't know, because I don't know what's going to be happening. But anyway, you take care, and I'm going to do the same. I love y'all, and covet your prayers. You take really good care, and I hope to see you really soon. Bye.